neat. Well, that's usually if the whole car is defective and it's being shipped out for scrap. It's just it's not safe to run on the tracks anymore. I did. Camera rolling right now. I saw him coming up and I got the camera ready just in time. That's crazy. That's cool. That's a big deal. That takes it to a whole nother kind of level. That's a whole nother version of TOFC. Tanker on flat car. That's right. Not trailer on flat car. I don't know. Specially engineered for moving defective rail cars. Well, that one's not for containers. That little forklift is for something else. That other forklift that's running around over there is used for other tasks. Somebody somewhere on the network said this car is too damaged to run on the network anymore. Put it on the flat car and send it on. Send it on its way. I just slipped over and I saw he was moving up, so ready for that. Now we'll see what else he grabs, because it doesn't look like there's a whole lot to get today. Looks like there's 2 lines waiting. Two mixed. One's headed off by some dries, and one headed off by a couple of tanks. So I don't know what he's going to do. There's some, the FI8. Hey, recognize the truck. Yeah, I was going to say, I heard him rolling up. Yeah, I saw him wave to us as he drove by. Coming back. No. Oh, he still has it. He must have grabbed something else.
Grab something else and dropped off that down or that.
Could very well be. It's hard to see on the turn. Looks like he just has the tank left on him. I doubt he'll kick that, but it would be cool if he did.
How did that kick?
Well, he might.
Have it fall off.
No, it's not likely to fall off. It's very unlikely. Yeah, it's restrained pretty well. I don't think he'll come up far enough, but that thing thing is that tank car is not moving. It is very well restrained to that flat car. Yep, real slow. Real slow. Somewhere with it. Yeah. Exactly. It's like that passenger car in North Platte that we didn't see it occur, but we heard about it hit something and got splintered. Like there's another set of engines way down on the lead at the opposite end. Yeah. I can just see the engines themselves on the camera, just barely. Yeah, there's two other locomotives way down on the opposite end of the yard. Yeah, they're still there. They're going backwards now, way down in there. About. Yep, they just disappeared behind a high cube. I think I see where this guy is taking that. I think I see exactly where he's going.
I'd like to see the facility where probably have some sort of
Probably a big hoist or a couple of forklifts. Usually the big car shops, they have a system they use for lifting and lowering train cars. We obviously didn't see it on our yard tour, but the big car facility at North Platte, they have lifts in the floor that go between like the rails and on the outside, and they have like special bars they can put through to pick up different pieces. They've got the kind of equipment where they could take an entire rail car apart within like an hour. Because these rail cars are really like a giant Erector's Meccano set. Looks like I think he's pulling. I think. Somebody honk. Yep. A little bit of wheel squeal. Yeah, he does. Certainly sounds like it because he's working hard. Out the stack. There's somebody doing a light test over in doing a light test over in pit. Yeah, he grabbed a bunch more stuff. That's a relatively short container train.
Might be part of something we're putting together.
Or they're putting together or getting ready to unload. It feels like the kind of weather when like, remember when we saw that massive fall? Yeah, it's supposed to be rain again. I prefer rain over snow.
Most people, not everybody. That's just
Alright. Our guy is now behind the pole, going very slowly past it. Stopped. Now he's rolling down to it. Oh, what is going on with my focus? There. Just trying to focus on the pole. Yeah, he's going down for something. Clanging away. Yeah, the UP guy's going way back.
We're going to grab a train. About a half hour to the Zephyr. What? Yep. If he's on time.
I was gonna say if he's on time.
Go meat lovers today?
I'm not sure yet. I'm not sure if I'm gonna go meat lovers or cheese pizza or pepperoni. I don't know. Haven't made my decision up that far. But there will be plenty of good decisions. Probably not. Not a Hawaiian guy usually.
What if they serve that?
I don't know. Back to the task he was doing.
tell you. Probably put the schedule a little later so that we give people a little more time to get to the train, maybe. I don't know. Yep, that's exactly. Yeah, the container sits inside, and then they have like double-sided twist locks. They clip into the top of the lower container, and then they lock another container on top, so they're stacked on each other.
Gotcha.
They can only do that with the well cars. There are special flat cars that can carry a container. They can't double stack those because they sit too high. The well cars, I think, sit a little higher when they're loaded with two containers. They sit a little bit higher than the auto racks.
I wonder what the maximum height is to go on a standard, is it class 1 or class A rail?
Class 1 railroad.
Yeah, there's got to be a bridge or a tunnel or something that is. Oh, that was just a little bit short. Kind of like your can opener bridge.
Yeah. So here's what it says. I literally just looked this up. It says
Figured you did.
the maximum height for a freight cars on a class 1 railroad is generally around 20 feet 2 inches. With some specialized cars like auto racks being 19 feet 2 inches. So for over-dimensional loads, or loads that are not in standard scale, standard size, like specialty,
Yeah.
those cannot exceed heights, according to this, exceed 17 feet from the top of the rail. So when you measure your load, you measure from the top of the railhead to the top of the cargo, and it can't be any higher than 17 feet 2. And that's going off of that one thing, but I'm sure there's something else out there that explains it. Yeah. mess that would be created if one of these continuously welded rail trains was going down the tracks and it split. You know, the two cars broke off from each other. The kind of mess that would produce.
So here's my question: would that be worse than any other kind of
Well,
derailment?
it would be messy.
Yes, I'm
very-
definitely not questioning that.
I don't think it would be any worse though, because it's not like there's any hazardous chemicals that are released.
Hello, good morning. How's that cut sound?
What?
When you're testing.
Knocked off whatever was left, and then we'll see where it goes next.
I thought I heard it say coming back up.
Yeah, I think I heard that as well. I think this end of the yard is top end, the other end's bottom. Going off what I've heard on the radio. Going for the tanks.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was doing.
Yeah, you can never tell until he gets close. Just noticed, you see that yellow rack over there?
Yeah.
That's got a bunch of coupler parts on it.
Repair all over the place, huh?
Yeah. love that you call it. I know. Oh, I can see why. Yeah, that one's one where it's a little more rounded. I've seen ones with the top square. There's another one way down there. Or a big Victoria with sheet cake. We'll have cake. Right. No idea what SCS is implying here, but talking about map. Not sure where it is, but somebody will figure it out. Yeah, sure I'll see a comment relating to whatever the next map expansion is for Truck Sim. Maybe we get North and South Dakota. Doubt that. It would be nice though, because it would give us the extension of I-90. I think it'd be nice if we got that, because I-90 goes into, there's a little bit of it in Iowa and goes into Illinois. You know, it makes sense, since we're getting Iowa and Illinois in the future. Bunch of people saying on that post that South Dakota is the next state, so that would be great.
It's another big ag state.
Yeah. The photo trophy for Mount Rushmore. That'd be I think it's up in Superior where they load the ships. It's funny when it's all loud and noisy and then it gets quiet after it completes a kick. Yep. Yeah. sign that he couldn't jump out of the way for. Yep. but it's not the big engines. 1358 and yeah, those are two engines that work around here. The two units that I see around here. Here comes our guy. He doesn't have much left on him. Still got all the graffiti all over them. The battery lasted almost 2 hours. Shows them starting to give that tone beep that was getting cold. I saw the battery icon flashing. That's usually an indication. 663 needs one a heck of a bath. And behind it, 1212 looks like it looked brand new. Either brand new or it just got a paint job. It was pretty funny. I'll see if I can look the video up. Maybe I can show you. You'd like it. I'm going over to the sand track to go park next to 625. Remember once we were out here and we saw the two Y units working together? That was a cool chat. That was a cool catch. That was a neat catch that round. All for them. I think it's 625 and 618 are the two Ys that work out here. That work these 2 yards. At least I think that's right. Come up to the top and then probably call it on that. A little earlier than usual. Well, about 30 minutes earlier than usual. Sometime between 10 and 10:30. Well, he stopped. I don't know if we'll come up any further. Very slowly. Probably gonna come up, switch tracks, and go get the other half of the train. See the big container lift working on the other side. Yep, going backwards. I don't know what he's doing. He's doing something. I'm going to grab something. Well, he knows exactly what he's doing. Looks empty. Yep. Maybe this time it'll rock to top, and then it's probably going to rock up to the top end here, and then probably continue on splitting that other train.
Yep.
Probably got a call over the radio saying, could you push that one train past the fouling point, please? Now he's coming.